ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get on out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Matching hundreds. Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 65. Not do better.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle.
This is intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rudolph under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ochena Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And it fights through one man. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that
when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable on picking up first downs.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Play action. It's Rudolph. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on. And
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Uchenna Nwosu racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Rudolph, and that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? On second and very short, Garoppolo. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that'll make it third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Breida, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 35 on second down, Rudolph has got it to Williams. Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it.
Got it. Check. Pilot, 64.
This challenge was initiated by the guy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood, get it.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
But we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. His intended receiver, the tight end, Caleb Wilson. But it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
We got double up, double up. Right there. Hey, exit. Right there, 54 Mike. Ready, ready.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Rudolph on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The previous play is under review.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
132 fighter. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking left sideline, incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now it's Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down, Drummond. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz is trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Chargers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rudolph looking to throw it. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They run for it with Breida. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now a play fake here on first down. Desmond King there on the coverage. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches. Now Garoppolo, and able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little